So today we're going to be delivering CRM Independent Offerings. Our overview for today's workshop is what is a CRM Independent Offering and how does it work? We're going to dive into some features and recommended tools if you're using AccessAlly to deliver everything without a CRM. We're going to build a CRM Independent Offering, and we're going to cover questions at the end of our call. If you are catching this on YouTube or in our product community Facebook group, and you are not receiving notifications when we go live for workshops and tune-up calls, if you go to accessally.com/webinars, you can sign up to get email notifications every time we go live. This way, you'll never miss a workshop and you'll have access to the replays. And also, you'll get the Zoom link to join our calls. So what is a CRM independent offering? A CRM independent offering is created entirely in AccessAlly. Everything about the offering is in AccessAlly, from the order or opt-in sign-up through to delivery, including the emails received. This setup uses a system called offering releases in AccessAlly, which is based on offering release timers. So each release timer controls when the modules inside your offering are delivered to your participants. The system uses AccessAlly emails, which sends transactional emails like welcome emails and module release emails. And this does not use a CRM system at all. So from order to delivery, a CRM system is not used for any of the components in a CRM independent offering. So you can use this if you're already connected to a CRM or if you're using AccessAlly Managed Contacts. So no matter what way your AccessAlly site was set up, you can use a CRM independent offering if you are currently connected to a CRM system with AccessAlly like ConvertKit, Drip, Keep, Ontraport, or Active Campaign. Then the contact information will still be stored inside your CRM, but you're not using it at all for delivering emails or your webhooks and automation tags. So let's go ahead and take a look at this process. So I wanted to share a few advantages to using an offering that is CRM independent. So a CRM independent offering eliminates the need for webhooks, which can sometimes fail. And the tagging also happens all inside AccessAlly. So as each part is released, the contact is tagged in AccessAlly. So this gives you the ability to have a setup that is less error prone. So no webhooks, no tagging in the CRM, everything is happening from right inside your AccessAlly site. And this setup can take less time and work to create because you're not having to build CRM automations for this workflow. And then once again, another advantage is everything happens pretty quick and seamlessly inside your AccessAlly site. So now let's cover a few of the disadvantages to using a CRM independent setup. You will need to use a plugin like the Fluent SMTP plugin to ensure email deliverability. Not really a disadvantage, but it is an extra plugin just to make sure that your emails get delivered for each welcome email or your module releases. Another disadvantage is anything that is dated requires a quick manual step. So in today's workshop, I'm going to show the flow of delivering a course as an offering where you're in a cohort and everyone starts together on the same day. So I will show this quick manual step in order to kick off the release of your offering. And then another important thing to remember is timers. The release timers in AccessAlly are number of days between versus a specific date. So once we do that manual step to release on a specific date, then each step after that, the flow is best if it's a number of days between. So for example, everyone starts your offering on October the 20th, and then each new module is 7 days apart. All right, so let's go ahead and build our CRM independent offering. And for today's build, I'm going to be focused on the tech steps inside AccessAlly versus the design steps inside your WordPress theme or page builder, Designing the pages for your offering is always the same. You're building it using your theme and adding your components to it. So I will definitely link to an article that shows you how to build the design, look, and feel of your pages. But today we're going to focus on the steps inside AccessAlly to make your CRM independent offering. So we're going to pop into my demo site, and I'm just going to move a few things on my toolbar out of the way. And I'm going to go right to the dashboard. And in today's example, I am going to be creating a offering that is a dripped release course. You can use any offering type by clicking plus create. All will work with this workflow. And there are some steps particular to cohort-based where everyone starts together. That would be different if this was an evergreen offering without a CRM. So I will make note of the differences between the two workflows. But this is one of our most requested workflow styles, how to start a cohort based on a date when using AccessAlly without a CRM. So I'm going to select the Use Drip Release Course template. And today my course is going to be called Amazing Art. And I'm going to click Next. This can be a free challenge. It could be a free opt-in. It can be a membership, or it can be a course. No matter what type of offering, it will all be able to be delivered using the methods in this workshop today. And I'm going to set this for a one-time payment, but you can use any payment plan that you would like for your offering. And my course is going to be $27. And I'll select, yes, I'm ready to add my content. And to this workflow, I am going to go ahead and look at the content created inside the setup in this offering. So by default, we have our base module, which is released with the base access tag or basic access tag. And then we have our dripped delivery. So we have basically module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, and module 5. So what I'm going to do with this workflow is I'm going to leave this set exactly as is. So you'll see that when someone purchases, they would get access to this first week of the program, and then it would wait 7 days. They would get the second week, then it would wait 7 days. They'd get the third week, and so on and so on. So if your program is going to be released kind of, they get access the moment they join, and not cohort-based, then this flow is perfect, and you don't have to make any changes to that unless you want to change the number of days between each item. So just remember, if you do want to change the number of days between each item, you just click your release timer, and you can set the number of days. Now remember, this is number of days, not specific dates. So always keep that part in mind. So now we have got the basic setup of all the weeks of our dripped release offering. And the next part we're going to look at is going to be our forms. So if I click on forms right here, you'll see I have an order form already set up, ready to use. And then I have settings, which would control the wording on my order form and the redirect when someone does not have access. So we'll set this up in just a moment. And then finally, we have permissions. And when using AccessAlly without a CRM, these tags will still be applied to your customers at various parts throughout their journey, but AccessAlly will apply them when needed. So it's using the release to apply each week's access tag, for example. All right, so now we have the basic components of this setup. So there is one piece that you might add if you're doing a cohort-based delivery. So the day someone buys, they do not start your program. They're going to start on a specific date in the future. So if you would like that flow where they do not start when they purchase, but they start at a later time, under the content section, you can add a public page called a thank you page. So I'm just going to click plus add, and I'm going to add a public page, and this is going to be my Amazing Art thank you page. And this is where I will send people when they buy, if I'm starting on a specific date. This way they're not going to the course, they don't have access to it yet. So we're going to hit create page for this workflow. Now just remember, if you're doing they start, they get it the moment they join, they wait 7 days and on, then you do not need to do this step. So now we have created all of the offering steps that we need. And just remember, if your program has less modules or more modules, you can add more modules. So to add new modules, you just go to the top and click plus add. New modules give you module releases. So for each new thing that gets released, you want it to be inside a new module. And then once you have your modules, you can add pages. So we have a few articles that cover that workflow as well. All right, so here we are, and we have our pages. You can rename or do any adjustments you like. Once you're happy with everything, you're just going to click Save. So now that we have saved this offering, I'm going to go to Forms really quick, and I'm going to look at my order form, and we'll see that it's already set up and ready to take orders. And I'm going to copy this link. So the reason I do this is so that I can go back to my offering and I can click on settings and I can add this page right here. So if someone doesn't have access, they can go to the order form. And another question that we get a lot when you're here is what if you want unique offering icons, branded images? You just click by each pencil and upload your own image designs. Today, I am just using AccessAlly default gradient icons to keep it simple. So now we're going to do one more save. And if you are planning to do a cohort-based release on a specific date, we're going to make one adjustment. So I'm going to go to this Forms section, and I'm going to click on the pencil brush. And here we are on our order form for this offering. This part is only if you're going to release the content at a later date. So when they buy, they do not immediately get access. So for this part, I'm going to go to Automation, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to remove this release. So that way, content is not released until I decide to release it in the future. But they still have our purchase success tag. That way we can find our users when we're ready to give them access. So to this, I'm going to also make one other change here, and this is just due to me releasing this as a cohort in the future versus when they buy immediately. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bump back to my window with all of my pages, and I'm going to go to the Content tab, and I'm going to grab the link to my free thank you page. So I'm going to copy my thank you page link. Then I'm going to come right back here, and under that order form in the payment success section, I'm going to switch this to a thank you page. This way, when they purchase, they do not get access to this program yet, but in the future they will. So on the thank you page, you would put any important information. So for example, you might put the course officially starts on October the 20th. You'll receive a welcome email on that date, and so on and so on. That way, when they buy, they know their purchase was successful, and they have some information that tells them what to expect next. So that part, you're going to publish your thank you page, and all will be good. So we're going to look back at our offering. I have a lot of tabs open. It really helps with this workflow. That way you can kind of see all the parts. And this thank you page, I need to publish this page. So I'm going to go ahead and click my brush, and I'm just going to publish it. And remember, you're going to put the information about what they can expect when they get emailed and when this will be given to them as a program they can start. So now our thank you page is public, and I'm going to refresh here, and I will find my amazing art course offering inside my site. My apologies, I have a lot of offerings, so much here. So I'm just going to look for amazing art. Here we go. And I'll give it a click. And so now that page is published and live. You'll do the same thing with your pages inside your program too. That way, as people join and you give them access, they don't reach a page that's not yet been published. And of course, you can publish these on your schedule whenever works best for you. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and publish the first two. Perfect. So I'm going to come back here and refresh and go back to Amazing Art. And now we'll see that I have published the base page and also the first week module of content. And I will go ahead and publish the next one too. All right, so now all of our pages are published. We'll refresh and see all of our pages. Okay, so now it comes time to set up our AccessAlly emails for delivering this offering. So AccessAlly emails are used when you are not using a CRM if you're already connected to one, or if you're using AccessAlly Managed Contacts. This is how people get emails based on what they have signed up for or paid for. So we're going to go to our Emails tab, and we're going to click Welcome Email, and we'll click Add New. And this is going to be my amazing art. Welcome. And I'm going to add a new trigger. And this trigger is going to be when an offering is released. And I'm going to type in amazing art. So now when I decide to release this as a cohort, people will get their welcome email. And for the settings, I'm going to select Send Customized Email. And I can customize the subject line. You can even personalize it with someone's first name if you like. Now remember, inside the copy of this email, you need to make sure they know how to log into the site. And in most cases, the easiest way is to have someone click the lost their password link and use the snappy login link. So if you go ahead and set this up in your copy, and this way they have the copy of the email. Now, because this is set for just this specific offering, you can customize this wording in the email. Just make sure that you keep the pieces that are important, like the login link and your username. These are coded so that people can get to your login page, and also they know how to get their password. So I'm going to update this setting here, and I'm going to go ahead and save my changes. And next, we're going to work on our module release emails. These are sent as each week of the program is delivered. So I'm going to go to module release, click plus new. I'm going to choose for a specific offering, amazing art. Now I've got for a specific offering, and I can choose modules that are not released on sign up or purchase, or I can select each module. So you can select all modules and deliver the same module release email to keep it really simple. Or you can do something like the following checked modules and create a unique week 1 module release email. So the flow of this is designed to be easy to set up, but you can also customize this if you would like it to be more unique or more personalized for each part of your release. So I'm going to leave this set to all modules, and I'm going to choose to send a customized email, and you can customize your subject line, and you can add the name and personalize it if you like. And then remember, when you're looking at this copy, keep your name here and also your login link. That way people can get back to the right pages to log into your site. And of course, you can customize this as you like. All right, so now we have our module release email set up. And this will send module 1 as a release email too. And then I'm going to go ahead and click save. And I will also link with our replays to the AccessAlly emails guide, because I know that this process is newer for some of our users, and they really can be so nice. They're just quick and easy to set up. I really enjoy playing around with these on my demo site. It's very nice to be able to customize what you want, but also not have to manage any automations or campaigns. I think that's really fun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save my setup here. Now we're going to talk about what happens when someone buys this program. And in most cases, if you're doing a cohort-based release, you might have people signing up in a window where they can sign up for like 2 weeks at a time, and then you might have it shut down for a bit. So we'll pretend that this person is signing up today, October the 10th, but everyone that signs up is going to start on October the 20th. So we'll have to use our imagination just a little bit here. I'm going to go to my offering and grab my order form, and I'm going to go ahead and sign up as a customer. And remember, when you're testing out your offerings, you always want to do that in an incognito window to avoid accidentally changing your own information as the site owner. Bear with me, that's my thank you page, wrong link. Let's go to our order form link, which is the right link. I'm gonna copy our link and we'll do this in a new incognito window. All right, so here we are in our incognito window to place our order. And I'm just going to use a pretend person. And I'm going to choose shipping address is the same as the billing address. And I'll go ahead and enter my credit card information. So in my test today, a successful test, if I've saved my settings correctly, will take me to the thank you page after I've made my purchase. So let's go ahead and click Pay Now. And always live, there can be a possibility of something not working as intended. So I will cross my fingers. But yay, we have arrived on the thank you page. So if I go to programs here, notice that as a customer, I do not have access to any programs yet because they have not been released to me as a customer. So that is what I like about this workflow. Now we can control when all of our participants get in on a specific date, and then they just keep dripping after that. So now let's practice with this user, and I'm going to show you how to get your participants in after they have signed up, and we'll pretend it's October the 20th. So bear with me as I move a few things around. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to our site. We're going to go to the dashboard. And what I'm looking for is the Members tab in AccessAlly. We are looking for all users who have the Amazing Art Purchase Success tag, but do not have the Revoke Access tag. So I'm going to add a filter. And this contact has certain tags. It's going to be Amazing Art Purchase Success. And I'm going to click Create Filter. And then I'm going to add another filter. This contact is missing certain tags. Amazing Art Revoke Access. This will take both of those into consideration. So it will find all the people who have purchased but have not refunded or been revoked. So now that we have our customer, we're going to pretend it's the 20th, and I'm going to click right here to select everyone. This box can be a little hard to see, but if you just click here, you will get all the people who have purchased your course or your offering during your sign-up window. And what we're going to do, you would do this on the morning of October the 20th. So at whatever time you want that email to go out, you would set this up right then. So I'm going to choose Run Action for one member, and I'm going to choose Release Offering, and I'm going to release Amazing Art. And we'll hit Run Action. So once that processes, all of your people will have the release of that offering. So I'm going to go ahead and close my window here. And we're going to take a look at this user. So I think it's really good to see what that user now looks like. So we can click right here to get full details on this user for our site. And we can see the contact tags this user has. So right now they have the base access tag, and they have the week 1 has access tag because they get week 1 once the offering is released. Now remember, that part is always based on your offering module release timers. So you can see where that comes in if you look at the content tab of your offering. Basically, this one has been released and this one has been released because this one is set to release this module immediately once they have the offering. All right, so now that we can see the pages and why this user has these pages, let's look at our next part for this user. So it's going to store the information for this user here inside your site. If you're connected with a CRM system, you'll see a few less fields here. And if we come down, we can see this customer's journey as they have made their purchase. So we've got the person buying on their order form. And we can see their dripped automations. So this part I love because now you can set these so that you can drip the emails, and you can even use your test user to test all your emails if you like. So what I'll do really quick is I'll head over to my inbox. And my apologies, because there might be emails in here. I'm going to look and see if my emails have come in from AccessAlly yet. But within this workflow, I can now see what this person is receiving from me. Sorry, I have a lot of tabs open. I'm going to like whittle a few of these tabs down. So many tabs. Perfect. So what we can see is we can see this was released, and then we can see the next upcoming module. So if you want to practice what it's like for that person in the future, you can click Release Next Module, and you can do this with your test user, and it will go ahead and send out the next module. So now what I should see for this user is they have both week 1 and week 2 now because I've released both. So we're going to look back at our incognito window, and we'll see what this user sees. So this user now has amazing art, and they have week 1 and they have week 2. So I don't have any content here on my pages, but they do have access to those pieces. So that's how you can check to make sure your module releases are working correctly as you would expect. So you can continue on the flow. You can keep doing release next module, and so on and so on. So this will show you an overview of the releases and what stage that customer is in. So what it would do inside AccessAlly is it would wait 7 days, release week 2, wait 7 days, release week 3. So you can start them on a specific date by using the Members tab in AccessAlly to find everyone and release your offering. But then they can follow the dripped content release schedule that you have set inside your offering. So they'll wait 7 days, wait 7 days, wait 7 days, and it goes from top to bottom. All right. And then also too, you have an action log. So this is how you know if everything is working correctly based on what you would expect for this customer. So sometimes if you reach out to customer support here at AccessAlly, they might want to know if things have been done inside the action log for this user. And then the other thing they may want to know is the test email address of a user that signed up for your offering. That helps if you have any troubleshooting issues. And then the other thing that's helpful to look at is your AccessAlly emails log. So if you go to AccessAlly and emails and click on log, you can see the module release emails as they're released. So for example, if I were to open my inbox back up right now and I did not see my module release emails, this section tells you if they have been sent. So this part is very important because if you aren't using a plugin to manage your email deliverability, like the Fluent SMTP plugin, then the emails might be getting sent, but they may be getting blocked. So that's why we recommend using that tool. So this way you can see module release email sent, module release email sent, and you can see your welcome email sent. So this is how you know, and even your invoices for your payments, it will send emails for each and every part. All right, so that is what I wanted to cover in our workshop today was the process of sending an offering without using a CRM system. So CRM Independent Offerings. Okay.
Thank you so much for watching the replay of this live workshop. If you'd like to join us live and ask questions during our workshops, you can sign up at accessally.com/webinars. That way you'll never miss a live workshop.